undergroundhiphop.com. Van Stylez here with the one and only, one of my favorite motherfucking dudes, literally as a person and as a rapper.
Buckshot the BDI.
Tech from Tech and Steel, Smith and Wesson, Steel. Pharoah Monch, Sean Price. This guy's Zoo. We just finished up the tour.
Yeah, last stop out here in Boston. Only makes sense to end it out here. It's such a hip hop city.
See, this is why you have your own interview show. See, I just handed you the mic.
It makes sense to go out with a bang, you know? Shout out to Black Rob. We just signed Black Rob too. What stands out to me from the past 15 years that I've been doing this is first, like the number one thing is longevity. That's what stands out to me. Like how many record companies from Tommy Boy Records to TVT Records to SRC to Raucous Records and CBS and MCA and Capitol, and the list goes on and on and on about all these record companies that used to be of Columbia and all these people that was really mashing it, doing their thing. And shout out to all the MCs who I stood by and watched year after year become an example of what people thought needs to be hot in the game, and then they wasn't hot the next year, and then the next MC came out. I mean, I've been blessed to constantly been doing this for 15 years, and that's the blessing. That for 15 years, I got a chance to see people not recognize that the life of an artist has a life expansion only but so much, and you have to expand yourself further as an artist while you got the spotlight as an artist. That is regardless of anybody. It doesn't matter. Either you stop too short or you stop too old. Nobody wants to see an artist when they're 60-something years old rapping. And I did this for all the people that constantly come up to me and ask me, Buck, how did you do it? Buck, what is this? Buck, what is that? What are the, you know, you be with all of them.
You mean the last 4 interviews I did with you?
No, well, you know, you be with Mary J. Blige, you be with this person, you be with everybody from the, what is it that a person needs to do to get to a level where they can be at least recognized to that status? And there are things that you need to do. You can't just wish and whim your way up, you know? And I try to tell people some of these secrets and some of these things because not too many people in the game are telling you. They'll tell you a whole bunch of stuff, but they won't tell you how. Yes, well, the name of the book is called The Commonology of the Music Industry, or the entertainment industry, actually. And it's called The Commonology of the Entertainment Industry for a reason. One, I call it entertainment because it covers more than just rapping or, you know, singing or something like that. It covers all forms of the entertainment industry, from business to music to creativity. So I teach everybody. It's a manual. So it's not actually just a book. Everybody write novels, but I choose to write a manual, and the manual is basically about showing you the blueprint and the format and the formulas to actually how to become a good producer, how to become an MC, how to become a retail rep. What is a retail rep? How to become a CEO. There's so many things in there. And then I also gave everybody an audio sound card as a form of entertainment, so you don't just get bored with reading the book.
Now, when you say an audio sound card, is that fresh material, and how does it correlate to the book, the manual on how to do this shit?
All right, like nothing in the book. It's not like a sing-along, you know, or a read-along or whatever, where you play and, you know, where you put the audio in.
A sing-along with Buckshot.
Yeah, or, you know, it was not a ring, you know, where you put the headphones on and you hear me talk like, and Section A. It's nothing like that, but it's basically just my form of giving somebody something entertaining while they're reading the book, after they're reading the book. And there's certain things on there like producer. There's a verse that says, what is a producer? All right? And the verse is, what is a producer? Somebody who turned thought to action. Take a thought and make it happen. Somebody rapping and you hear the beat behind, that's from a producer's mind. Fine. Now some make beats you sing to. Others make beats to do the same thing too. Some make live productions. Some are fruity loops like my production. Like, wait, we could take Puffy Combs. So he produced hits for Bad Boy alone. So if you're in the zone, pull up your drum kit, put it together and see what you come with.
What's one example of something that people do not know about the industry that they're going to find out from the book?
One thing they might not know is something called co-op. All right, co-op, when it comes to co-op, Co-op is a form, it's a package, and it's a program that's ran in most retail stores. When you go into a store and you walk into Best Buy and you go to a hip hop section and you see this big fat billboard and you see about 20 records, 200 records or whatever stacked on that billboard, and lights, camera, and action over it, and it's running for a few days. That's a program, and that program is usually paid for depending on what level the program is, and they call that, record companies, when they work with that program, that's a co-op program. Okay. So a lot of people don't know that. You probably just think that, record companies just go up to the Target and just shove a whole bunch of records in their face and say, take as much as you can. I mean, some people actually think that it's just a rat race. Like, who can just go right up to Best Buy and dump all the records in there and it doesn't work like that. There's a whole system of how records simply just land on the front of the desk of a record store. Okay. So I teach people those things, and the other things are common sense. Yeah. That's the reason why I call it the commonology, because it's common sense in the form of knowledge. Everything that we do and learn is pretty much common sense, but when we put it in the form of a list, then it's like going to the store. Go to the store, have a whole bunch of stuff on your mind. I bet you'll forget it. Make a list, and I bet you won't. It's that simple. It's common sense.
Was that inspired at all? You just did the album with KRS-One, Survival Skills, and he came out with the Bible of Hip Hop. Was that inspired at all by that?
No, actually, I came up on a guy named Dr. York, Dr. Malachi York, who wrote mad books and stuff like that. And different people that wrote books before, and I've always wanted to write certain type of books. KRS-One, my teacher, big up, he writes certain types of books. Yeah. I write more instructional and I write different types of books, but they're more or less based upon historic things. Okay. They're more based upon systematical and common sense things that we need to utilize every day to make sure that we be successful in our endeavors. I got the next one coming out called Motivational Teaching. It's just a whole book about common sense things that you just forget to talk to yourself about every day, and it'll keep you in line. You want one right now? Want a good motivational quote? Absolutely. You can lose all your money chasing a woman, but you can never lose women chasing all your money.
M.O.B.
Feel me? So
see you later.
There you go.
No, I mean, Anthony Robbins moved the fuck over.
Word up. Buckshot. And I mean, like I said, I read books like The Hitman. I read books like the What is the Music Industry. I read books by, talking about Walter Yetnikoff when he first started CBS. I read books way back in the days, and I read these books, and I put the knowledge that I got into these books. I've been doing this for 15 and some odd years. So the bottom line is, if I'm making pizza for so many years and you want the recipe, here's a recipe. That doesn't mean your finger's gonna move like mine, but I'll give you the formula to making the pizza. You want it, it's tomato paste, it's bread, and it's cheese. Good luck, because that's the formula. But everybody can't make pizza the same.